Good morning and happy Monday, everybody. Hope you had a really nice weekend and that you're excited to get to work on all your schoolwork today. I've got a good story for you today. It's called Maple Syrup from the Sugarhouse. It's by Lori Lazaro Knowlton, and I bet a lot of you know somebody, either a friend or someone in your family, who does some sugaring. Everybody knows Miss Rose at school, and I know she's been busy sugaring right now because the weather right now, these cold nights and the warm sunny days are really the perfect time for making maple syrup. So today's story is going to teach us a little bit about that. And this is a new story we got in the library just, I think, in the fall. So actually, I don't think I've read it to anybody. Maple Syrup from the Sugarhouse. You can see all those beautiful fall leaves. Maple Syrup from the Sugarhouse. We ran out of maple syrup at my house the other day, and we were having pancakes. It's not good. All right. It's a kind of big book, so I'll try to figure out how to get all the pages here. Maple trees slumber while the winter winds whistle and whirl until Kelsey feels the sun. Where's Kelsey? There's Kelsey. Kelsey feels the sun pushing the cold aside and sees the snow melting, drip, drop, dripping, and the ground below thaws. Is the weather right for a sap run? Kelsey asks. Daddy nods. Freezing nights and warmer days. Kelsey follows Daddy, trudging out to the woods filled with sugar maple trees. Daddy says, since last year's harvest, the maple trees have grown and stored summer's sugar through the chilly fall and the icy winter. That stored sugar is now ready to be collected. And you can see Kelsey and her dad and her dog there going out to do that collecting. I want to make sure you guys can see this pretty well. Here we go. Daddy stops at a maple tree. Where's last year's hole? Kelsey asks. It's healed over like the scrape on your knee. Daddy drills a pencil-sized hole into the giant sugar maple tree. Kelsey hammers a metal spile into the hole with a tap, tap, tap. Then she hangs the first metal bucket. Sap droplets drip, ting, ting-a-ling-a-ling. We need to keep moving, Daddy says. We've got the whole sugar bush to tap. All day, the trees drink up moisture through their roots from the freshly thawed dirt. All day, the sugar-rich drops of sap drip, drop, drip, drip out of the spiles and into the buckets. All day, and into the next day, the sugar bush camp grows. Mama welcomes grandparents, aunties, uncles, cousins, and friends who bring food-filled coolers and helping hands. See that? While Kelsey waits for the sap to fill the buckets, she helps sterilize bottles and stack wood by the firebox, and then plays tag with her cousins Farah and Gwen. Daddy, the buckets are full, Kelsey announces. Throughout the sugar bush, everyone works together. Some gather the filled buckets, while others lift the buckets and pour the sap into the storage tank on the back of the tractor. Kelsey leads Farah and Gwen to return the empty buckets back to the maple tree's spiles. Then everyone moves to the next section of trees. Until hours later. It can take a long time. Hours later, the buckets have been emptied and the holding tank is full. Kelsey hears the tank's sap splish, splash, sloshing all the way to the sugar house. You can see the sugar house in the background, right? There, Daddy starts, let's get a little bit closer so you can see this better. There we go. There, Daddy starts the pump to suction the sap through a filter into a larger holding tank. Gravity pulls the sap down through a pipe to a long, flat warming pan. Below the pan, flames from the firebox heat the chilly, colorless sap, sending it swirling into the evaporator. How long before it boils? Kelsey asks. Soon, Daddy says. Kelsey watches the maple steam roll, rising to the roof vent, then out to the night sky. Look, Daddy, the sap's rumbling, bubbling, boiling. The water in the sap is evaporating, raising the sugar content. Daddy smiles. Kelsey passes wood to Daddy to refill the stove, keeping the fire white hot. Mama passes out hot cocoa, and everyone tells stories to pass the time. Oh, it's getting close there, right? More sap is added, gallon after gallon after gallon. Little by little, the sap changes from clear to golden amber. See that? It's pretty fascinating. Makes me appreciate my pancakes. Daddy takes a spoon and places a drop of sap from the steaming evaporator pan onto his sugar gauge. He checks to see if enough water has evaporated to leave maple syrup. Everyone waits, but Daddy shakes his head. We need to keep boiling. And notice, right, look how dark the sky is. They've been working all day, and now it's late at night. I bet Kelsey's excited because she doesn't have to go to bed at her normal bedtime. Everyone jumps into action. Oh, wait, did I skip one? I skipped one. An hour later, Daddy tests the sap again. We're getting closer. The rumbling of the boiling sap is the only sound now. Everyone snuggles in sleeping bags, and the adults take turns helping Daddy keep the fire hot. Until Daddy tries again. It's maple syrup! Time to pour! Daddy opens the pour valve on the end of the evaporator. The sap flows down through a filter into the connecting pan. Everyone jumps into action. Filling bottles, twisting caps, line them up. Yay! Until the first run of maple syrup is bottled and cooling. Kelsey and Daddy sit down with family and friends to enjoy a breakfast feast of sausage, pancakes, biscuits, coffee, and ice cream, all smothered in liquid gold maple syrup. Ice cream for breakfast? It's awesome. Kelsey snuggles up with a blanket while the morning birds chirp. She dreams about the sleeping maple trees awakening, singing their ting-a-ling drip drop song until the buckets fill again. And that's the back there. Pretty great story. I miss you guys. I hope you have a really good day today. Go get started on all your good schoolwork that your teachers put together for you. And we miss you lots. And we'll see you really soon. Bye-bye. Oh, I'll see you tomorrow. So check back in for the next story. I'm going to tell you a secret. Tomorrow is a school-wide favorite book that I think I've read to everybody, but it's probably everybody's favorite. So don't miss it.